2019 release of the TAARNA and Nelson heavy metal action figures. Incendium FigBiz 2019 release of the TAARNA and Nelson action figures to commemorate the 300th issue of Heavy Metal magazine, which came out in 2019. I've separated the blister pack from the card, and what happened is that I found this really great deal on this because the side of the blister pack was separated from the card. It basically ended up to be like 40% off the normal price. So I snagged it, of course. One of the things is that I wanted the figures out anyway so I could display them and ogle them at my leisure. So what we have is, of course, the Nelson action figure from the segment B-17. And we have TAARNA from the segment TAARNA, along with 3 pins. These are lapel pins, one of TAARNA's head, one of Nelson's head, and of course the classic heavy metal pin there. Now the accessory that TAARNA comes with is her sword, as you can see there. I've already put it on there, and that's pretty cool. As far as Nelson goes, you may be able to see, I'm going to take this out in a second, but he's got his machine gun back here, and he's got a box of ammo. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this so you can see the backer board clearly. Both of the images you see, the one of TAARNA and Nelson, quote unquote, from B-17, are cover variants for issue 300 of Heavy Metal magazine. Okay, and it's really cool the way they put them together. It's kind of funny too, because not too long ago I had done a live show and it was on heavy metal, right? And so what I did is I asked everybody that was watching to vote for their favorite segments. And overwhelmingly, the 2 top segments were the B-17 and TAARNA. Here's the back of the card. It explains, first Nelson, B-17 gunner, the relentless creature known only as Nelson. Okay, they took a few liberties here, but risen from the wreckage of a doomed B-17 bomber, this undead tail gunner packs a 50 caliber punch, lock and load with the salvaged ammunition, and lay down suppressive fire today. TAARNA the Terrakian returns, her immortal spirit passed down to champions across space and time, each incarnation a fearless avatar of vengeance. Focus mystical powers through TAARNA's blade and lay waste to her enemies today. So let's take a look at the figures and the accessories, shall we? Alrighty, I'm going to pull these guys off the blister pack here. They're just sitting right on top of it, and let's sit them down here for a second. I'm going to separate the blister pack. Nelson, of course, has got his machine gun, his little ammo box right here. I'll bring this up. As you can see, it says tail gun ammunition. 500 rounds of 50 caliber ammo. Close up of his machine gun here. I mean, I think the attention to detail on these accessories is very good. And that's a plus in this set. Here are the pins, the lapel pins. Now the first one is TAARNA, and I think that looks very decent. B-17 guy, he looks really good. I mean, Nelson B-17, tail gunner, zombie. Very cool. And just a classic heavy metal pin. There it is, the lapel pin, heavy metal. Very cool. This is artist Matt Skiff. I think he did a good job overall. I think the paint job is good, as you can see there. Looks very good. I think TAARNA's face looks decent enough. I mean, if you look at that, okay, then I'm going to bring up the pin. I mean, obviously there is a difference. There's no doubt about that. I think she still looks really quite good. I've seen another figure, and man, the face just looked completely generic. The articulation is pretty decent. It's 9 points. Pretty standard. She looks, I think, very good. You get a good shot of her there. I think the attention to detail is pretty decent. So that's the TAARNA figure. Now let's take a look at Nelson, shall we? Oh yes. I think they did an awesome job with this Nelson figure. Now, as you can see, the detail, his face, he looks really good. I mean, that is just really quite nice bones coming through the pants there, you know. Stuff like that. Once again, obviously 9 points of articulation. The helmet is very well done. You know, it's well painted, pretty sharp looking. My only complaint on this action figure are these orange guts. They're bright orange. Now in the single pack, I noticed that they're darker red. We're going to kind of do a slight pause while I repaint the guts dark red, like crimson red, you know. So we're going to do that now. I hope you enjoyed that little musical interlude as I painted Nelson's guts red. But I had to do it, folks. I mean, that orange was just fucking ridiculous. I don't know what possessed them to go with that orange. But man, I'll tell you that it's just like, why? Okay, nobody's got fucking day glow orange guts. I'm sorry. You know, it just, that doesn't happen with that, even with zombies. Even with your B-17 zombies, they got a nice crimson red guts going. Now I am incredibly satisfied with the Nelson B-17 zombie tail gunner. Oh yeah. Oh. And it kind of, you know, now his dark red guts kind of match TAARNA's boots, their outfit, and that red, you know. See what I'm saying? They're a matching pair. But in any case, I love these figures. I love the pins. I really do. These are totally cool. They could have been a little larger. Let me move these guys up. The pins could have been a little larger. Yes, that is absolutely true. But they're pretty good, and I think Nelson's accessories are good. With his ammo box and his machine gun there, tail gunner. TAARNA's sword accessory, very decent job overall with these figures. I've heard bad things about a few other TAARNA figures. I don't have them. I won't get them. I just got these because I really, really did want to get a B-17 zombie figure. That was my main thing. TAARNA came with it. Glad to display her as well. Still my favorite segment from Heavy Metal is the B-17 segment, written by Dan O'Bannon. My only complaint with that segment is it was not long enough. I mean, the TAARNA segment was like a good 20 minutes, right? It's the longest segment in the thing. I think the tail gunner, the B-17, is maybe 5 or 6 minutes, something like that. I'm sure the script was longer, I would imagine, and they just decided to cut it down for one reason or another. I am awaiting issue number 300 of Heavy Metal. I ordered it from Heavy Metal Direct. I don't know what the hell happened to it. I ordered it like December 20th. I've contacted them, never heard anything. It's been almost a month. But I ordered the variant cover with Nelson on it. As soon as I get the issue, I'm sure I will, read through it and do an episode on issue number 300. And that's it, folks. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later.